This is a rather impromptu video, but here we have a song that has been natively mixed into 5.0 surround sound, which is sans the LFE channel. And hopefully YouTube will not mangle this 5.1 audio that I'm sending so you guys can hear what I'm talking about. But I'm going to play the complete mix for you first so that you get a sense of how the mix is in the way that I've intended it to be. Hopefully that gives you enough of an impression as to where all the instruments are placed in the surround field. This surround mix is a little bit on the conservative side in the sense that it doesn't use the rear speakers as much as my traditional surround sound mixes, but it does use the center channel frequently. So I'm going to isolate the center channel and show you guys what the center channel sounds like alone on this mix. And also to show you what is missing when we take the center channel out, I will play all of the other speakers that are not the center channel, which means the front channels and the rear channels. The session is a little messy, so it may take me time to find everything, but you'll notice that the high bass, the vocal, and the snare are all in the center channel. Now, this mix is designed to sound great on speakers that have a full range center and matched channels for all the 5 channels in a 5-channel surround setup, and also good enough for systems that don't necessarily have proper bass management and do not have a full range center channel. So you've noticed that there are elements such as the bass guitar and some of the drums that could easily be routed to the center because the imaging is directly center, but I've not done that because some people may have those elements feel a little weak if their system is not up to the task, per se. So we're going to pretend this element is a bass guitar. And let's say I'm a surround sound mixing engineer and I'm targeting home consumer setups that may not necessarily have a full range center or full range rears. And full range basically means that it can output all of the frequencies, main frequencies that you would expect to be in music, like all the way from 40 hertz to 20,000 hertz. These speakers on lower end consumer setups may be either limited in the sense that they can't output the lowest bass frequencies, or they may not be timbre matched to the fronts in the sense that they sound different. They have a different EQ curve than the front speakers. And generally, in a consumer setup, the front speakers will be given more priority simply because there is more stereo content than surround available. So these stereo speakers may be, for example, tower speakers, and these center and rear speakers may be band-limited bookshelves. Or, there's different combinations, but in the essence, if the surround mixing engineer thinks that whoever's going to be consuming the thing that they're mixing is not going to have a full range center or full range rears, they're going to be hesitant to put this bassy element in the center, even though it images directly at center. they would put it in the phantom center, where they route it to the front left and the front right speaker equally, so it images at the same place, but it's coming out of the front speakers that may be more capable rather than the center channel. But for a person like me, where the intent is that people are going to be listening on a full range system that has all capabilities, I will put that stuff in the center. I have not done it on this mix because this was designed for a little different use case, but I will be showing you what that sounds like on this mix so you get a sense of what the differences are between routing to a center channel and phantom center for full range elements. Now, here is the same mix that I played to you before, with all of the elements that were previously routed to the center in the front channels / phantom center, so that you can hear the difference between you utilizing the center channel and not utilizing it at all. Here's a mix that doesn't utilize the center channel at all. Now, for some of you, that may have had no change at all, and for some of you, you may have noticed a marked difference in how the sound is being presented. Now, I'm going to showcase a mix where a lot of heavy elements are put directly in the center. Some of you may have found a marked difference once again, and some of you may have found no difference at all. It just comes down to how your system is tuned and how capable your speakers are. A lot of this can be mitigated by proper bass management by the consumer, but a lot of consumers either don't know about that or don't want to put in the effort to set up their system to have bass management. It may interfere with something else, for example. Now, it doesn't have to be an all or nothing situation with center channel usage. You can just put in the elements that you feel are going to render okay on all systems. For example, most surround mixes have only the lead vocal in the center channel. And that's to emphasize the vocal because it is considered the main emotional, I would say, instrument of the song. And also because a lot of people, first of all, center channels are usually designed to handle speech when people buy them in stores or online or whatever. And second, a lot of people are not going to be too miffed if the vocal is a little bit louder or a little bit quieter than what it's supposed to be. Now, here is an example of a mix that only puts the vocal in the center channel. Some of you may really like that approach. It's the most common approach for a reason, after all. But I think the bottom line is how you use the center channel when mixing a surround sound song is entirely dependent on what you expect your target audience is going to be listening on. For example, I'm going to presume that most of my target audience is going to be listening on setups that do have the capability to render full range signals in the center channel properly, either through bass management or through actually having a full range center. So in the future, and usually, I will be putting a lot more heavy elements into the center. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's the center channel. You either use it or don't.